Good morning, dear all. So, our second chapter of history is going on. So, you have seen what were the impacts of February Revolution 1917 and October Revolution 1917 in Russia. So, after that, today we are going to start with the topic 4.1, the Civil War, okay, which is also known as multi party civil war, which has been started, from November 1917 and went through October 1922. Okay, so the Russian Civil War was a civil war fought from the November 1917 until maximum we can say that October 1922. Okay, so it was between several groups in Russia. The main fighting was between two only. They were Red Army and the White Army, who were known as Red Army, Communists or the Bolsheviks. Okay, so the Red Army was an army of communists or Bolsheviks. The White Army opposed the communist. Other forces also fought against, both these groups, or sometimes helped one against the other, right? So we can say that foreign countries such as Japan, Britain, France, and United States also sent their troops. Okay, so to help the White Army. The Red Army won this war because their army was better organized. Okay, so they held the best territory after this war. The communists established the Soviet Union in 1922. Right. So this is a one type of introduction. So what I was telling, in during this war the society was divided into three groups. What were these three? Okay, these three, because whatever non Bolsheviks, okay, whatever liberals, whatever supporters of autocracy or czar policies and all, they all were against the Bolsheviks only. These all three were against the communist or the Bolsheviks, right? So if we talk about the time, during the time of 1918 to 1919, the society was divided into three groups. Okay, they were red, who were red, Bolsheviks or communists. Okay, then white, who were included in the whites, the pro-czarist, or the we can say followers of the Tsar Nicholas, or the whatever, they want their king should be there, their emperor should be there. Okay, so we can say that. Okay, the greens, who were green, they were socialist. Okay, socialist revolutionaries were there. So we can say that this war was among these three parties, red, white and greens. Okay, mainly red and white, because whites because green were sometime they are in the favor of red, sometime they are in the favor of whites. Okay, so in this way that war was going on, but finally who won? Finally the Bolsheviks won. Okay, by January 1920, the whatever or whoever communist or Bolsheviks were there, they controlled over totally Russia. Okay, how they or why they have succeeded? Because were having their well organized army and all. Okay, so they were also having, we can say that, cooperation with non Russian nationalists also, Muslim jihadists also. So we can say that they won. Okay, and after winning this war, civil war by the Soviet, they whatever new, we can say that, stream was given to the Russian Empire, that was USSR. Okay, which was formed in 1922. Okay, Soviet Union was formed, or we can say that, who was the founder of Soviet Union? Vladimir Lenin, we can say that. Okay, because he was leading the party Bolsheviks and all. Okay, so he was the leader of the communist also, right? So we can say that when the Bolsheviks won the civil war and Vladimir Lenin formed a Soviet Union, which is also known as USSR. Okay, so it was the, we can say that, foremost result of, we can say that, the civil war and all. Okay, so but after some time, on January 21 in 1924, the Vladimir Lenin had died. Okay, so he had died. Now the question is, after his death, who will be who will handle the administration system of the USSR or Russia. Okay, so who was that? Stalin. Okay, the name of that person was Stalin. Okay, so Stalin has controlled all the, whatever the administration system of the Russia after the death of Vladimir Lenin. Okay, so making a socialist society. So now main important, is played by the Stalin here. So Stalin wanted to, grow Russia economically very we can say strong. He wanted to make Russia strong economically throughout the world. That's why he started with 5-year plan. Okay, his he introduced 5-year plan. If somebody asks who introduced 5-year plan in Russia, so answer will be Stalin. Okay, so first plan was 1927 to 1932, then again 1933 to 1938. So we can say that it was also working in India. Okay, if we say in India, who started 5-year plan? Okay, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So that is another thing. So here, why Stalin was doing all these things? Because he wanted to make 100% production in the case of oil, coal and metal, steel and all. So that's why within some year he whatever 100%, whatever he had already planned, he got result 100%. Okay, so but he wanted more and more production. Okay, what he in need of? He was in needed of laborers and all, because he wanted more and more production. Doesn't matter the laborers were living in what kind of condition and all. Okay, so they had to work for long hours and all. Okay, sometime because of winter time they had to face a lot of problems and all. Okay, so that because the workers will be only at that particular places from where these factories were organized or established or built up. Stalin wanted the workers will be there only. That's why he started the facilities like he started the education system for these peasants, okay, workers and also that. And universities were also entry in the universities also started entering and all. Okay, so why he was doing? Because he wanted to make Russia strong economically, okay, powerful throughout the world. How can he make? Until and unless he whatever we can say that focuses, he was having ambitions, he was having 100% production in the field of oil, steel and coal. Okay, to fill up all these things, what he in need of? He was in need of laborers and also. That's why he was providing all the facilities like quarters and or education and all. Okay, so all these things were provided by the Stalin. But where these people, laborers were living, they were not in good conditions. Cheap public health care was provided to them. Okay, so in this case we can say that he wanted more and more production, but he done some good work also. He started crutches also for the children's of the whatever the children's of the people, those who are engaged in laboring work and all. Okay, so you can see that in this pictures, these 3 pictures are given at page number 43. Okay, children's school in Soviet Russia in 1930s. Who started this has been started by the Stalin also only. Okay, so you can see that how pictures are given here. Okay, so next topic is about Stalin's collectivization. So we will talk about this topic tomorrow. So related to whatever 2 topics we have covered, what 2 topics we have covered today? Civil war, okay, then we have talked about making a socialist society. Okay, so these topics, based on these 2 topics I am sending question answer also. So students, please do write that. Till then, keep learning and take care.